Hello there, my current new players or players waiting to join because of the Fairy Tail collab, and welcome to this AFK journey video. So before we start today's video, I think Shamira's performance so far has been pretty good, and a lot of people are wondering whether or not they should go for Shemira, whether or not they should save their gems, save their invite letters to go for Natsu. And in today's video, as a professional yepper that I am, we are going to sort of discuss about it and give my own perspective based on a new player or a player that is still trying to grow the account's perspective. Okay, so that will be the angle that we are tackling, and we will sort of try to break down potentially what Lucy as well as Natsu's kit could be, and maybe what they could do based on the info that we have, and then compare it to Shemira and what she can do right now. Okay, so that will be for today's video. And first of all, with regards to Natsu as well as Lucy, whatever info that's available on the official site, such as their YouTube page as well as their recent trailer right here, they are the info that I have right now. So we're gonna run through that and then try to get a rough idea of what they're gonna do and what they could be doing, and like give our opinions from there. Okay, so Fairy Tail collab, AFK Journey official. This is Natsu, Fire Dragon Slayer. Let me see whether or not I can zoom in. Yeah, okay, zoom in here. So eats flame to recover magic, right? Then there's all the different traits for this character. He's a warrior, S level, Fire Dragon Slayer mage. So for those of you guys who do not know, Natsu is known to punch people with fire. So he's like a Fire Dragon Slayer mage, which basically use fire as a form of weapon for his different magic. So the most common one will be just him accumulating fire on his fist and then just punching the opponent. And he has quite a few modes in the anime as well as the manga adaptation, right? So the more well-known one will be the Thunder Fire Dragon mode. So this is where he combines his power with another Thunder Dragon Slayer, right? Where he eats his thunder or lightning, and then he becomes this fire dragon with lightning code aura. So that is Natsu in the thunder or lightning fire dragon mode. And then we have the Fire King mode, right? Fire Dragon King mode. So that is because Natsu's original father, or the one that taught him the fire magic, is a Fire Dragon King. So he passed on his spirit to him, and then he inherits that, and then he gets the Fire Dragon King mode. And last but not least, towards the end of the anime, at least before the 100-year quest, Natsu actually got a END mode, which is Admiral Natsu Dragneel. So that's like his final mode, but I don't think that's gonna come out because like that is like a towards the very end, and people might not know about it. The more well-known one will be the first two, the Lightning Fire Dragon as well as the Fire Dragon King. So that's for Natsu. So from the looks of it, could be built around that, and then his moves will probably be something that breathes fire or punch your opponent with fire, because it's a warrior character. So he's gonna go melee, punch the opponent, and then maybe like transform, maybe, right? That's my guess for him. And then for Lucy's case, so Lucy is another character that's gonna be part of the game. So Lucy is a celestial spirit mage which summons celestial spirits into battle. So there's a grand total of 12 celestial spirits. Objectively, I think her strongest skill should be her celestial spirit combined attack. So that is objectively her strongest skill. So she has the ability to summon different spirits from the different celestials. So you have Aquarius right here. This blue lady behind her is one of her strongest spirit, which is Aquarius. So this is a water-based I'll say like a unit or water-based summon, and I mean it fits into a team where you can actually make her wear a swimsuit when she transforms into the Aquarius form. So she does have a skill which allows her to transform into the respective spirit clothes or spirit like armament, if you will call it that way. So I guess that could be the angle that we are looking at. So she's like a celestial spirit mage, so mage character confirmed. So that's with the different anime info, like my guess of their skill. So let's run through the trailer and see whether or not we can get more info out of it. So I'll be muting the music for this one because like there's some original music from the Fairy Tail side which is actually copyrighted. Okay, wait, let me. This is the anime is actually, I mean the animation is really amazing. Okay, although Natsu's eye seems a little bit weird, but it's actually amazing animation together with the concept of journey here. Okay. Yeah, so like See, he can eat the fire of morale and then punch the opponent with fire in his hand. So that's like his usual attacks. Basically just coating himself with fire and then just punching the opponent. So I'm guessing like that could probably be one of his moves as well. Okay, so for Lucy, she has the whip over here. This could be her Star Dress ability. So this is her Celestial Spirit Summon, Aquarius. So I guess Aquarius could be one of the attacking move for Lucy. And then maybe she has some sort of like Aquarius armament transformation kind of concept there with regards to her skill kit. Okay. Let's see whether or not there's any skill review here. Oh, there's some skill review, guys. Okay, so let's go through this one. So this is the Fire Breath. It deals damage, and then you can see Lucy having Aquarius right here with the water barrier, and probably like the Star Dress, because this is not her original costume. I think this is like her wearing Aquarius armament on her. So like you in the anime it's like a bikini, so I think this could be changed to that, but then like this is definitely not her original costume. So that's for Lucy. And then our Natsu over here is breathing fire to the glyph ship boss. Okay, continuous fire breathing. So that's okay, so that's Aquarius. Oh, since it has an ultimate animation, I'm guessing summoning Aquarius could be the ultimate, and then Aquarius could be like a burst damage kind of skill, right, against the enemy while having that summon exist on the battlefield. Or it could be a passive where she's able to summon Aquarius, and then the active would be her blasting the opponent with water magic. Yeah, so you can see there's a difference in costume. So Star Dress is definitely a skill of Lucy. Nice. Okay, 1st of May. So far, we have some info about Lucy as well as Natsu. First of all, there's a water barrier skill. This is definitely Aquarius skill, because like Aquarius is known to be a very well-rounded, good offensive and defensive spirit. Then there's a Star Dress transformation skill, which is probably based off Aquarius, as well as the ability to summon Aquarius for damage. Looking at glyph shape right here, I don't think there's any form of debuff in this battle, so I'm guessing the two of them might not have any sort of debuff skills, right? But they could have very big damage numbers, and Natsu does have a fire breathing ability that's seemingly channeling. So usually channeling skill is not that good for the PvP side, but could be good for the PvE side depending on the situation. So that's for Natsu. Okay, so Lucy water barrier, summon our Aquarius, and then AoE water damage over here, right? So this is the water whirlpool. There's no way Natsu performs a water magic, so I'm guessing this is Aquarius one. So we roughly have a good gauge of Lucy's skill, right? For Natsu's skill, probably some fire punching skill, and then there's this fire breath because it's a fire dragon mage. So from the looks of it, right, without any form of debuff or much buffing potential, I'm guessing they could be more of a PvP kind of character, because like usually for the Dream Realm side, right, like you usually will have units that are able to do, I'll say like buffs, right, as a support. So I think Lucy will probably be like a PvP kind of mage. For Natsu's case, right, it's hard to tell because it's so limited in terms of the info. As long as his numbers are big enough, and as long as he has true damage or HP percentage damage, I think Natsu can also be a good bosser. So that's my guess for these two units, and this is with the assumption of all the info that we have right here. Okay, so before we move on, right, like I mentioned before, or if I haven't mentioned it in this video but other videos before, if you're here for the collab, you love these characters, save for them, go for them, right? Because that's the reason why you're here in the game. Whether or not you enjoy the meta is another thing, but if you're here for your favorite units, that should be the way you play, so that you enjoy what you're here for. So that's my honest opinion. But let's say if you enjoy AFK journey and you want to progress further, I'm actually saying that Shamira is not a bad pick to invest in, because like I think as a unit in the game itself, Shamira has proven herself to be really decent for like multiple different stuff. In yesterday's video in the comment section, we have quite a few players indicating themselves to be new players or free-to-play players who went for Shemira, and they're quite contented with Shemira's performance. So Shamira as a unit, I think generally is outperforming a lot of the banner characters for this season. So it is safe to say that Shamira is, if not probably one of the best for the banner characters this season. So yeah, if you invest in her, I guess you would actually sort of find yourself enjoying. So you can see these are all the different runs I have for Dream Realm today. So we have Harak, which is one of the meta endgame Dream Realm characters, and then Shamira right here, right? So not in the best damage team for me yet, but pretty good damage because you can see her numbers. Really, really big, very, very massive. And then in yesterday's boss, definitely one of the best unit for best damage over here. So Shamira's damage output against bosses is certified. In the Pioneer server, we are able to test her lesser. So right here, we weren't able to test her lesser with her yet, but also in the top team in terms of damage numbers. So in terms of bossing, I think Shamira's really good. And in terms of the AFK stage pushing side, if let's say you are new to the game, right? So we are tackling this from a new player angle. If you are completely new to the game and you don't have like a really powerful carry to sort of carry you, in terms of basic team building, let's put it this way, right? Let's say if you just start the game, you don't have like some of the most OP characters. Let's just say if you have your Antendra, for example, right? And then maybe you have one copy Brutus, like I mentioned before, and then you have either your Smokey or your Coco built up. What you can do, right, from here, you can actually just slot in a Shemira to be your main damage dealer, because as long as your team is able to survive and as long as Shemira is able to get her ultimate off, she's able to sort of do a lot of damage against all these AFK stages and help with your progression to get more resources over time as well. So generally speaking, I think building Shemira as a carry for your account is versatile, is pretty strong, and should be quite satisfying because of the Ghost ultimate animation. And Shamira added additionally has this like Death Prophet reference. So if you're a Dota 2 player, or if you played similar games with this sort of ghost summoning reference, then yeah, you could actually enjoy her from the character's perspective. So if you are new, you don't have some of the most OP teams, and your Dream Realm ranking is basically like struggling, and you want a better DPS to help you push for damage, I think she's a unit you can go for, okay? But if not everything else, you should say for Natsu, because like I mentioned before in multiple other videos, Natsu as well as Lucy, they're limited edition characters, and limited editions, they're usually rarer and they don't have reruns that easily. So if you do miss them, then they might never come back. Whereas for Shamira's case, if you miss her now, at the very least she'll go into the wish list. So that's it for this video, just a little bit of yapping and my personal opinion for the Natsu Shamira, whether or not you should pull question, especially from the beginner's angle. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you enjoy this sort of yapping, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys again in my future yapping videos. Bye guys.